what did the janitor say when he jumped out of the closet? Supplies.
I didn't mind it. All
Okay.
right. Good day,
Balls.
guys. Good day, window lickers. How are we? Glad to have you back after last week's schmozzle. This is Take the Two. All right. No mucking around. Origin. What happened? I'm going to fill you in with the halftime score. The most important thing, it was 26-6. All right. Who wants to kick off? Where do we start with Origin? I
I'll
think
go.
Vossi, you need to speak.
I think Queensland were too fast, wanted it too much in the first half. We were rattled. I don't like Luai. I think they played too much Penrith style footy. Penrith style footy. I liked when Moses was there because he just gave early ball. Mitchell never got any early ball last night, and when he did, you seen what he did. But I think he touched the ball like 3 or 4 times. And Angus Crichton never touched the ball at all. But yeah, Queensland just wanted it more in the first half. They just
Did
knocked
you
us out.
cry?
I didn't cry, but I was disappointed. 8-0 penalty count didn't help, but a lot of them were our fault.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
I'm not blaming the ref at all because a lot of it was our fault. They were just playing too quick for us. But we did drop a lot of ball too.
Absolutely.
And Cleary wasn't 100%.
Nah. Pick a halfback who can't kick.
Mm.
Or he chose not to kick. Frosty?
Well, I turned it off at half time.
You
No.
could
That was
have
my
started
next
it.
question.
I
You
turned
did
it off at half time. I did. I think it was the conspiracy. It was rigged. There were actors out there. They
Surely.
they didn't want a dead rubber in Sydney. That's the way it looked for the first half. I can't comment on the second half. I didn't watch it.
Sometimes it feels like that. Fully. Are you having a go tonight or are you sitting on the fence?
Oh, I like to sit on the fence. It's the standard thing that we normally do here, or some of us. So, but as you gotta question the refereeing. The first game, he was giving penalties away for little petty things that Queensland were doing, and then they were doing basically the same things last night and weren't getting penalised. And granted that New South Wales did some penalties and that was deserved, but to have it 8-0 at one stage in the penalty count or 9, like, come on, it wasn't that one-sided how the professional fouls were. As for the line speed, the conditions were greasy, and you're telling me that Queensland can sprint up and get in their face and rush the attack, and New South Wales couldn't? Like, come on. That's why Channel 9 always have the close-up view so you can't really see it. I'd prefer him to go back to the overhead spider cam or whatever it was that used to annoy the crap out of me. At least we could see how far back they were. The thing that was really annoying me was Cleary kept playing flat short ball to Payne Haas on an edge. Like, that's not his go.
Yeah.
It probably cost him at the end when he made that mistake. Luai, you can easily blame him, but the question I ask is, if Burton's 18th man, why wasn't he called into play for Cleary? Because the 18th man is due to come in only if there's an injury in the captain's run or on game day. I think that's the rule. That's why Luai jumped him initially. So if Cleary's not 100% fit, you don't play him. Like, what?
Yeah.
Why come out with all the excuses now? Like, it just makes everyone look like an idiot. So, as for Mitchell and what's his name, Stephen Crichton, very quiet, only because they didn't get the ball. Queensland kept going out the back, getting to the Ponga and whatever. We didn't do that. We just tried to go out the middle, and we come unstuck. But yeah, I heard the tickets now for Origin 3 are up to $375 each, and they'll get 80,000 there. So it's good revenue for the NRL.
Yeah.
It's what they want. So
And that concludes the show. Thanks for that ramble, Fully.
I didn't even
I
think Latrell Mitchell was on the field for the first 15 minutes.
Nah, he
didn't
didn't.
see
You
him,
know,
did
like
you?
They couldn't get into it, but like,
I know, but he surely could have.
yeah,
Mm.
You know,
I don't
like
like how you know the halftime, the big halftime. 8-0 was the penalty count. How does it? I hate the fact it doesn't matter what team, what side it goes. No team is ever perfect. How do you have 0 penalties? The other
yeah.
side have
Yeah.
8. It's just stupid. But
And
um,
there wasn't a reset in that eight either, was there? Like for
they
New
kept
South
stripping it and
Wales?
rock interference, and that's when I did a frosty and stopped watching. I was just on my phone most of the time. I do want to chime in and say that I did tell you to get on Queensland.
You did
So
too.
you did, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but if you say it often enough, it'll come true eventually.
Eventually you'll hit.
Yeah.
There was 28 errors in the game.
Yeah. It
That just
felt like
doesn't
it.
suit New South Wales either. It's 2-stop start. Like even in the second half, like you can. It's hard to say, but New South Wales is. You can see they're such a better side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like it's just that first half. You can't explain it. Like,
It killed him a bit, didn't it?
yeah,
Would
I think scoring first didn't help either.
Here's a question. Would you make any changes for either team? Would you make any changes?
There may be some force changes
Maybe.
with Cleary and they were Payne Haas apparently he didn't train very much either, so he's a
Cleary,
chance
all
that he
right.
mightn't be out. He did, but they're saying that he didn't train
Yeah,
very much before the game, so that
He didn't.
he may not play as well.
Okay.
I-
Fully?
I-
Any changes?
Yeah, probably only one for me. That would be the
Ref?
guy behind me. He's got to go.
How did I know you're going to say that?
He's got to go.
he
Um,
won't.
It's not
He
all
won't.
about him. That's the problem. He loves the spotlight. It's all about him. He has to be heard. He has to be right in there. And what about when every time I get into a bit of a scuffle, he kept saying, getting in there, right in there, saying, "Go away, go away."
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
just let him go.
Hopefully the Mardi Gras on that night.
You let 45 shoulder charges go. Just let the blokes get into it. Like,
the Mardi Gras is actually in March. I know that. So
Damn, that sucks.
Whoops. Ding
we
ding.
had you saw I would have loved to fight. Luai had a bit of a facial, gave away a bit of a poke in the eye, deliberately. He got 4 grand suspension.
Ooh.
Fine,
Oh, yeah.
but not a suspension.
That's 2 weeks in NRL.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
ridiculous.
Lomax got
That is
an
absolutely
extra.
ridiculous.
Even Lomax is 2 weeks in NRL.
Different rules. We talked about this,
Yeah.
didn't we?
Yeah. Like
Righto.
even there, he gave a penalty with the ball in hand. And they scored off that. And then when Cleary scored that try just before half time and it got disallowed, they went and scored the other end. So it's 12-point turnaround.
Yeah, well, he learned off Trent Liero. So he got one back on him.
I think the big head's got the better of him.
Yeah, scoring first didn't help either.
It was a bit wet. It just didn't suit. It didn't suit, did it?
Oh, just nothing went right that first half. Nothing went right. But credit to Queensland. They stuck it out. They won. Good luck to them.
Well, quick one. What's going to happen in game 3?
We'll whitewash them.
You think?
Yeah, we'll put 20-30 on them easy.
Frosty, you game enough for a tip yet?
No. No.
Fully?
Oh,
Give me something.
I hope Queensland win.
Are you
Oh,
a fucking
no.
idiot? Seriously. Cut him out, Frenchie.
I'll just try and find the mute button. Can't find it.
I'll go Lomax first try scorer. New South Wales 13 plus. Cleary man of the match. Toto double again. There we go.
What about man of the series? You want to roll?
Ashley Klein.
Payne Haas.
So
What are the
We're-
odds for New South Wales to kick a goal?
Yes.
That cost us, didn't it?
Yeah.
they are 2 from 10 this
Mm.
series. So
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
kick a few of them.
Surely you
Yeah.
would have booted the first two. Go, righto, Crichton, you're up next. And then if you miss a couple, then we give it to Latrell. And then if
Yeah.
worse comes to worse, maybe Dylan Edwards or Toto or Luai or someone after that.
Well, I hope we score that many tries to find that out.
Mm.
But
Do you think?
Lomax is the kicker.
Well, yeah, it's bad,
He
isn't
didn't
it?
prove
You
it.
got all these kickers, you can't kick a goal.
Mm.
Hmm. So we're going on no changes. We're going on New South Wales to thump them, and all is well and good.
Yep.
Is that the plan for next couple of weeks?
And Laurie Daly to coach.
Yeah, and Billy Slater to get fired,
Get rid of him.
and Ashley Klein
Keep his job.
get
We're
his
for
job
either year.
and get a bonus as well.
Yeah.
All right, I'm happy with that.
Our money
can live
bags
with
Klein.
Fully. Do we got some cowboy cowards?
Oh, coward of the county, eh?
What am I calling it? Keyboard warriors.
Keyboard coward.
Keyboard cowards.
Oh, there's one here. I don't want to say the name because it's pretty embarrassing. The comment is not the same without Vossi. Like, I don't know who would write some crap like that. They must
Hey, good call.
have some sort of poor taste. Derek from Canberra, we got to get this guy a hat.
Yes,
We've got to get him a hat. He's starting to pipe up now, which we like.
I like him.
He says, I got to be honest, I don't think Bossie's bringing much to the podcast lately.
I don't like him.
It feels like he's not really invested or prepared. Well, that's a fact.
Oops.
And it's becoming a drag on the overall quality of the show. If you can't commit to at least 1 hour a week and actually contribute something meaningful, I think you seriously need to consider finding someone else. Even Bong Head Bob added more value in comparison.
Love you, Deza.
That's cool.
Give me some porn, brother.
We'll activate the 18th man.
Yeah. And he goes, how do you expect to have loyal listeners if the podcasters don't even show up? The podcast deserves better.
Oh, that's nice.
And
How do you
then,
feel about that, Vossi?
Well, just to let you know, mate, I haven't done any research this week either.
I think that's
Well, you're here.
Everyone knows.
Yeah, I'm here.
So,
Maybe he can come on for a celebrity episode.
yeah, maybe. He's probably
Yeah.
got better things to do.
I'd love to know who he is.
And then just finally, we've got Uncle Bob. He's back. He's back on the tools, which is good. So he's gone, after watching Frenchie's podcast by himself, which was very amusing, I thought, why don't you all try and impersonate each other for at least one episode? Just a thought. So I thought I'd be French.
Where are you?
I'm
Put
French.
his camera back on.
Impersonating Frenchie
Yeah.
now. So
Oh, right. Now I get it. Oh, wow. Holy do.
Well done, Fully. You've
Yeah.
you made a joke. It's the first time in a while.
wow.
I'll do Frosty.
Awesome. And I'll do
squeaky
Vossi.
voice.
So that's all I've got, French.
Yeah, I appreciate all that. I do like that, and I appreciate all the comments. So like and subscribe, that'd be great. If you come across some of my videos on Facebook and TikTok and everything, hurl some abuse at me because I've been copying it left, right, and center, and all those little no tries that apparently are tries to every genius out there. They're no tries, but yeah. Let us know how you feel about not knowing the rules and calling me a this and that. We're working on the swear jar as well. So we've got a good bit of a tally. We're up to $71.
Shit.
71.
Oh, well, now
72.
72.
That's
All right.
bullshit.
Frosty. Nah,
I
we'll go
reckon
with
you
Vossi.
contributed, Frosty.
Say again.
I didn't want to pick on his trivia skills.
No good.
I answered all the questions.
You did. Yeah.
Yeah,
Was it one? One was hard, but yeah.
not
There
for
you go.
me, not for the brains.
That's what she
Mm.
said.
The little factory up here.
Mm.
Vossi, what's your burning question for this week?
My burning question is, I heard this on the radio and it was a good question. Should the shield be presented to the winning Origin team if they've won the second game and the first game on the night of the second game?
But they didn't.
No. But if New South Wales had a won, they still would have waited for game 3 to present the shield. But should it be presented if New South Wales had a won last night?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Shit, yeah.
Well, it isn't, but it should be. Yes, I agree. What do you reckon?
I was waiting for someone else to talk. I couldn't give a crap.
Mm.
I do like the idea of it being presented in opposition territory. That'd be cool, just to get the boos and whatever. Like, just takes a bit of heat off Abdo getting booed, so they can boo someone else as well, right? So,
I just thought it was a good question.
yeah, good one.
I'm confused. I don't
great.
know. Like, because they don't play, game 1, game 2, game 3 in a certain venue each year. It's sort of a bit of up and down. I mean, yeah. Do you do it game 2? Do you do it game 3? I don't know. Yeah. What do you do?
No, got nothing.
Mm.
Not interested. It's just a shield, bit of wood.
Mm.
Go to Bunnings, get some wood. Frosty, what's your burning question this week?
My burning question is our El Presidente is going OS. And I'm a bit worried. Will he get back?
Do we want him back?
We do. And then the second part to the question is, we need Vossi to step up while he's away.
It's not
Because
happening.
if he's got no Wi-Fi or he's too busy with a ladyboy, then and that's not saying where he's going. What do we do? 2 of us.
That's it.
Well, if I've got no Wi-Fi, nothing's changed.
True.
We'll be right.
Maybe you could put just a photo on the screen and just pretend it's me. Or
I'll
I'm
find
sure-
one. I might have
I'm
some
sure
footage
French-
of you.
I'm sure French has got some sort of footage.
Maybe you can just send me a video of your thoughts and I'll just tag it on.
Yeah.
It'll be all right.
And do we do a 15 minutes every night so Vossi can fit it into his busy schedule?
Mm.
What's the time difference over there?
Yeah, what is it?
Probably about. I think it's about 3 beers.
Well, I think we'll get some
I
good
think it's 3
episodes
hours.
out
I
of him.
think so. If we're doing it over, or you guys are doing it over here, it'll be just as
7.
part of happy hour over there. So
It'll be 4.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Perfect.
I'll be trying my best, Frosty, to be on air with you guys. And as for the lady boys, I'll just take it as they come.
Have we got a cameraman or camera woman going as well?
Oh, I don't know.
To
I
get
don't
some footage?
I don't want to give away all my secrets, but I'm sure French will have something rigged up there.
I'll give you a contact. What is your burning question for this week, Fully?
All right. So I normally sort of do a multiple choice. So who would you rather be? And this week I've gone father and son edition. So at their lowest point in their careers, who would you rather be? Would you rather be Billy Walters and Kevin Walters? Would you rather be Jacob Arthur and Brad Arthur? Or would you rather be Kyle Flannagan and Shane Flannagan?
Shit.
At their lowest, when social media was shitbagging the crap out of them. So tell me, who would you rather be, and for whatever reason?
I'd go Walters and Walters.
Yeah.
Only because they're in Brisbane.
I don't want to be Kyle
Because they had
Flanagan.
half decent players around them.
They've always got a decent side.
Fair enough.
Kyle Flanagan, no one wants to be him at the moment. I don't think anyone wants to be him, and Shane's not too much better. So it's not the answer. I'll go the Arthur boys.
Yeah, I think the
Oh,
Arthur boys.
well.
I think the Arthur boys.
He's
Why?
beat-
Brad's living the life in the UK, and Jacob just plays reserve grade and
Jake's working at
doesn't get
Bunnings.
spoken of.
Lives on the beach.
Not too bad gig.
No, but what about when they're playing and getting coached by their dad?
Yeah, still the Arthurs, I think.
Yeah.
Didn't Jacob Arthur play in a grand final?
Yeah, he scored a try.
Did he?
Oh,
There you
wow.
Parramatta scored.
Yeah, we come on. We scored
got
14
robbed.
points in the last 10 minutes.
Oh, well, you'll remember that.
Mm.
I sure do.
What was it, 1986? Is that the last time?
22, bro.
Oh, but they won.
Oh,
Okay, we all know the answer.
Yeah.
All right.
He
Burning
won in
question.
09.
Oh,
Melbourne cheated.
Mm.
I'll skip ahead. Something Vossi's good at. My burning question for the week is: when did you guys start caring about numbers and who watching and how many likes and all that kind of stuff? Because you mentioned it a fair few times in the last, week or two.
Well,
When
didn't
did you
Fully
guys
put
start
up?
to care?
Didn't you put up views yesterday, Fully, or today?
Did I?
Yeah,
Do you
you put all those pictures up of all the segments, and it had views.
No.
It was on WhatsApp. Have a look on WhatsApp.
I don't think Fully's the kind of guy who does proactive
Well, it might have been
things.
Frenchie then.
Well,
But
this
yeah,
is-
we'll always have a quick look.
You need to look back at that because that's not us.
What do you mean?
Just have a look, all right?
Okay, all right. We'll leave it there.
Billy, can you take those glasses off? I can't take you serious.
I hate these. Oh, I'm
That's
back,
better.
guys.
Where did you
Okay.
get them from? They were terrible.
That was from the
Uncle
nursing
Bob's?
home.
Just to
From the
answer that
nursing
question,
home.
Uncle Bob's?
Yes, Fully?
I'll someone's obviously feeding Vossi information about numbers because he's never maths wasn't his strongest suit. So
Maths is my stronger suit.
It's not
I
joke
said
telling.
maths, not maths.
Oh, well.
I'll have to have a look back at that.
All
I
right,
think,
Vossi.
I think you should.
Who needs to pull up their socks?
Cronulla.
Why?
Mate, they are a top 4 side.
Mm.
No Origin players. They just played a team Origin with all their players out, got done by 40.
Yep.
I think they've lost their last 2 games at home. I think the last game was at home, wasn't it? They won that, but no, before that. But yeah, they're gone. They're shit.
Yeah.
They've been
That's fair enough.
for sure.
Nico
Frosty?
Hines, no good.
Anthony Seibold. 2 more games, please. And I'll jump back on board. Get rid
Brad
of
Arthur.
him.
Brad Arthur.
No, Michael Ennis.
No.
Are you
That's
officially announcing you're no longer a
I'm no longer a Manly supporter. That's why I'm
Wow.
at church. Repenting my sins. I'm on the Dolphins, and luckily enough, I got on them before last Saturday, so it made me even more happier. So my daughter has said to me, "Get back on them," and I said, "I will when Anthony Seibold goes. I don't care who the coach is, but I'm off them."
It's only round 15.
I know. When you get beaten by the 3 bottom teams,
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
it's and we were hoping for a top 4. It's pretty much the same cattle. Like, yeah, no.
Well,
What do you think about Tom going to Centres?
Yep,
You like it?
yep.
Yeah.
Mate, if he was a racehorse, we talked about last week. You weren't here. Sorry. If he was a
I did
racehorse,
listen.
if he was a racehorse, you'd shoot him. Honestly.
Yeah, he'd be gone. He'd be gone.
You know, he's
He shouldn't be. He shouldn't be playing.
yeah. Yeah, wow. Okay. Well,
I think you
Fins
could
up.
jump on the Dolphins wagon. No way in the world. Like You got
Mm,
to surely go close. Pick someone closer to home, like maybe the Northern Eagle.
Panthers have always been my second favourite team, but I couldn't jump on them because they've just won the last 4 comps. So that makes me look silly. I can't follow any other Sydney team. I can't follow Brisbane teams. So I had to look at and I thought, I can't follow Brisbane teams, but I'm going to look at my options. I can't follow the Wars. Who do I follow? And then I thought, you know what? The Dolphins, they're down the bottom. Mind
Frosty.
you,
What
they're
about the
fine.
Bears?
Yes.
Stick with the
Well,
Eagles, brother.
I'll get on the Bears maybe.
Yeah?
But they're not in
Eagles.
until 27, so.
Stick
Well, you
with
need
the
to have a spell
Eagles.
for 2 years.
Hey?
You need to have a spell for a
Oh,
year and a half.
yeah, maybe.
Hey, don't quit on your team, mate.
Oh,
Don't
mate.
quit.
That's
Honestly, my
it's
TV
important.
has nearly died.
This is when they need you most. They need you there.
I've been there, done that. It just shits me. Get rid of the
I've been
coach and I'm
fucking
back
won for
on.
40 years.
Yeah, I know.
Listen, don't listen to Vossi about that. He
Mm.
quits on us every second week, so don't worry about his advice.
Fully,
This
who
one
needs,
in the last 2 months.
And we've been doing it for 4 months.
Which one of you's a Derek?
he's a fan. Fully, who needs to pull up their socks?
Where do we start? I'll go the NRL. They need to pull up their socks in a way that the Origins refereed are different to NRL, because as we've said before, if Luai is being accused of eye gouging instead of being suspended, like eye gouging back in the day was like 15 weeks.
Yeah.
Now he's only getting 7% of his match payment, or 4%, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And I know people are going to blow up and carry on at me, but the shoulder charges are getting out of control, right? So when an attacking player takes a hit up, he's trying to break through the line. So he's using all his body weight and force to try and bend that defensive line. In the defensive line, you are trying to tackle the ball player, not send him backwards with brute force, right? The name of the game is to tackle. Now they're just shoulder charging, and even the commentators are saying, oh, that's a great hit. And it's a blatant shoulder charge, right? Now, as we said in Clubland, if they do some of those shoulder charges that they did the other night, they'd be getting 2 weeks straight away. And how it's all well and good saying, oh, let's referee Origin different because it's, the pinnacle of our game. But when you're watching your team on the weekend and our mate gets sin binned or sent off or suspended, you're going, well, hang on a minute. It was all right during the week. So it's too inconsistent. I don't like it. Call me a whinger.
It's confusing.
But it's not confusing because it's pretty blatant what they're doing. But and the worst thing is now I sit there last night, even both teams, like New South Wales were doing it as well. It's a shoulder charge, like penalise him. Now just play on, oh, that's a great shot. Like, please. Anyway, pull up your socks.
Can I add another thing to that?
You can do whatever you want, mate.
With the NRL, the scheduling. Like, how do you put a game in New Zealand a few days after playing in Perth, an Origin game?
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty stupid.
It's 4 days.
That's not enough.
You never have direct flights.
It's not good enough.
See, I'm not worried about that because these guys get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'd do it.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, but you can't.
You can.
You couldn't be.
They're not working 8 hours a day, 5 days a week.
Do you?
I attend those hours.
All right. Well, I guess who needs to pull up their socks? I guess it's me. I need to pull my socks up. I've jumped into the chair trying to unleash fully, and this is going to be the world's longest podcast. So I guess I better keep him on a leash for that rant that just keeps going on and on and on. I've let him go.
It's on loop.
Right, can we get a round recap, Frosty?
We sure can. Nice and short and sweet.
That's it. We need those scores.
So the Thursday night last week, Sharks 30, Dragons 18, halftime 6-18. Hines took the 2 in the 71st minute. We all took the Sharks last week, so we got that one up.
All
Ding.
four of us.
No, there was only 3 of us. Yes. Titans 28 against the other team. I don't want to mention. Halftime it was 22-8. We all took the other team, so we bombed out there, unfortunately. Knights 8, Roosters 12. It was 6-0 to the Knights at halftime. Gagai took the 2 in the 56th minute. We all took the Chookies, so we got that one. Cowboys 4, my new team, the Finns, 58. Halftime it was 4-22. Jet Bostak, he got 4 tries. He should have got 5, but he bombed that last one, which was quite funny. Yes. We all took the Dolphins there, so ka-ching on that one. And the last game was Rabbits 18, Dogs 24, with a half an hour delay, obviously, due to the weather. Halftime it was 4-18. Toby Sexton took the 2 in the 77th minute. I took the Bunnies, and you two guys took the Doggies.
There we go.
And we got our first multi up this year.
That's it.
So
We did too.
we've got to be happy about that.
Well, stay tuned for
pointed
this.
that out,
Multi's
so-
going to be massive. All the 4 very short favorites, I'm guessing we're going to take.
When will they win?
I'm just really glad we got
You're
those.
finally starting to learn. Hey?
Those halftime scores just keep getting better and better.
Thanks.
All right. Well, this will test you. Frosty, we got the quiz.
Uh-oh.
You're allowed to jump in this time.
So you can answer straight away.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We'll leave it for you, Vossi, to make a fool of yourself.
Yeah. How old is Brian Brewery?
Is
81.
he alive?
He is alive on Wikipedia.
81.
78?
No, I'm going to go 87.
He is 87.
Shit,
There you
there
go.
you go.
I didn't even know who he was. I had to Google it, and
Nice.
it comes up on YouTube. If you mention someone, it's occasionally they come up in the screen. I'm like, who's this guy?
He was the bomb.
Anyway,
Can I just ask what brought his name up?
I wrote
Yeah.
it down 3 weeks ago, and I just looked at my notes.
You wrote it down.
Yeah, I got a little scribble paper.
Right.
Oh, that's funny.
Righto. How many countries are on the continent of Africa?
Wow.
Feel free to answer.
12.
Fuck.
No.
Anyone got a good answer?
34.
Keep going.
Wow.
Jeez. I was going to say 8. Not even close.
There is
12.
54.
I was going to say
56.
12. 12 that count.
Okay, well, I guess you guys aren't very good at geography. All right, so there is 54 countries. What day of the week was Toby Sexton born?
What day of the week?
Yep.
Wow.
Sunday.
Thursday.
Hump day.
I don't know. I just only had 2 questions. All right.
That
Now
down
we're
3
on
weeks
to,
ago too.
let's
Awesome.
look ahead at next week's games. There's one on tomorrow. It's at Campbelltown. West Tigers 3.17, and the Raiders are short at $1.36. Tips. Frosty.
For the Tigers and the Raiders, both Origin players are supposed to back up, and Stewart's son makes his debut on the wing.
Is that Ricky
Raiders.
Stewart's son?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Raiders.
Yeah,
Lock it in.
Raiders for me.
Raiders. I won't be there.
Really? I thought maybe Tigers were a sneaky one. I'll probably take them at the start. Give me Tigers. Next
They're
up,
not playing too well.
they are, but things happen down at Campbelltown.
Any teams a cheeky chance with the start, you burglar?
Well,
You say every week.
and if you look at last week's games, they came through.
Yeah, they did.
Hmm.
The start's 32.5.
Oh, I don't like
Jeez.
that. It's not. It's not. Saturday
Early,
game.
early.
Warriors at home to Penrith. Warriors $1.25. Very short. $4 for the Panthers.
Obviously, the Panthers Origin players have already said they're not backing up, and Kate was out too. He's not backing up. Obviously, you got to go the
Covered.
Warriors with all the Panther stars out. Warriors for me.
One of those toss of the coins ones fully, like we've had the last couple of weeks. Like Wires haven't performed well at home, but I'll stick with them.
Yeah, I'm on the wires.
Yeah, it's hard to argue with that. Probably looking at 20 plus.
With the start.
Going back to Perth is the Dolphins and Newcastle. Dolphins $1.27, Knights $3.80.
Is it up to stadium?
It's at
Yeah.
Oh, it says
Yeah.
HBF Park.
Oh, okay.
No,
So it's not.
that's where the Bears will play. Yeah,
Ah,
Oh, okay.
that's where the Western Force play. Rectangular stadium. Yes,
righto.
used to be
But
the
both
old
Origin
NIB.
players,
What did they call it before? Fully?
NIB, was
Yeah,
it?
NIB. I thought it was NIB too.
Perth Glory
Yeah,
used to play there.
yeah. Well, they still play there, don't they? Yeah. Perth Glory, Western Force. Yep.
I'm still going, is it?
Mm. Yes.
both players are backing up. Obviously, it's in Perth, so they stayed. They're backing up. Dolphins, bang, smash, crash, easy, bang.
With the specials, wouldn't it, Bossy?
The way they're playing, yeah.
Yeah,
Playing good footy.
definitely the Finns
Nicoremus
for me.
killing it.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Dolphins reluctantly, but what concerns me is Nickareema's been playing good, so he's due for an absolute stinker. And the other bloke who's been stinking up the joint, I reckon he played all right last night, and that's Pong, and I reckon he'll brain it.
Ooh.
He needs a good one.
What's this space to be totally screwed up?
Yeah, you think just have a quick look, you go Dolphins, but Bradman Best is back, and Dom Young has gone from the Roosters to Newcastle.
Yeah, true.
So it kind of strengthened their whole backline up again. They're still going to lose, but might keep it a bit tight. So give me the Dolphins. Over back in Sydney, over at Acor, South Sydney, $4.20 versus the Storm, $1.23.
They've said all Origin players are backing up. Kulamattangi looks like he could be a chance to play. He hasn't got a fracture apparently in the eye socket. And Graham, they reckon might be a late in. So there's some good news for the Bunnies. But geez, Storm, it's going to be hard for the Storm. How many of that players they have in Origin? 3 or 4?
Sure.
Because Grant played.
Friendly error.
Yeah, Grant played 80 minutes, I'm pretty sure, last night too.
He made
So
55 tackles.
yeah, he played well, didn't he? You got to go to Storm, but it's an iffy one, this one.
Storm for me.
Did you guys watch the Bunnies last week against the Dogs before the rain? Oh, they were woeful.
No, shocking. Yeah.
And then
That's why I can't take them. Yeah.
the rain came and they fired up and finished the game well, but it's always the Storm for me. I don't care how many guys they got backing up.
Just an easy pick for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Campbell Graham and Cody
At $1.23, why wouldn't you?
Don't think about it.
It's better than bank.
They're on the extended bench, and the Storm may, pull a late change or two. So watch that space. Give me the Storm for the moment. Brisbane play on the Sunday at home to the Sharkies. $1.48. Broncos, Sharks, $2.66.
That's short, the Broncos, aren't they? They haven't been really that consistent. Both players, Carrigan and Haas, look like they're backing up, and obviously the Sharks aren't affected. I'm going to go Broncos at home, but you just don't know. But Broncos at home.
Broncos for me.
Both teams really inconsistent. Very hard to pick. I'm going to pick the Sharks only because less players had to travel back from Perth.
It's a big one. 4 hours.
So hopefully the Broncos are jet lagged and they're sore and wounded and whatever. So Sharks for me.
Yeah. Well, you reckon Payne Haas might have a nickel? I'm going to get the Sharks as well. I think it's Broncos are very inconsistent, aren't they?
Mm.
And then the Sharks, they need to come back. They need to bounce back. So I'll take the Sharkies, I reckon. Sydney Roosters, $1.44 versus the Cowboys. $2.80 Cowboys.
All Origin players have been named. The Roosters, I like them. They're playing good. Roosters for me. Cowboys, you don't know what you're going to get.
No, you don't. Roosters for me.
Yeah, the Roosters, they're flying under the radar, so I'll take them. Cowboys too inconsistent. Your mate needs a bit more heat on him too, French.
I think he's going to get it. I like your analogy there. They are flying under the radar, aren't they? Little Roosters.
Mm.
And they're doing all right. No, don't want to admit it, but I'm going to take the Roosters. I think why not? Going to have a good one. And now game of the round. It's a big
Sure
one.
is.
It really
Massive.
doesn't get much bigger than this, you know. Looking back at State of Origin, think about some great grand finals, but Combank Stadium, 6:15 p.m. on a Sunday. Where would you rather be? Parramatta Eels versus the Titans. Parramatta $2.16. Titans $1.69.
Apparently, all Origin players are backing up. Look at the halves for the Eels: Hawkins and Papali. That's a good chance to see how he goes at 5'8". But Titans, unfortunately, I think will win this.
Jeez. I'm on the Eels.
I don't like that. I don't like our halves.
Yeah, but all right.
Their halves are set. Foran and Campbell.
Fully?
Yeah, well, just as you said, the halves. Like I can't pick the Eels with those two as halves, especially Hawkins, please. But having said that, I'm going to pick the Titans. But mate, I wouldn't be surprised if they stink up the joint again. Like, please. So I'd say the Titans in a close one, in front of about 23 people at -2 degrees. Combank.
Vossi, you going to go to the game?
No,
What kind of supporter are you?
not a very good one.
He's honest.
He only goes to every 37 years.
That's it. Just
I only
when
go
they
to
win.
Tigers games.
Mate, if you look at the Parramatta spine, it's not very experienced.
No, it's not.
Yongi, Papali, Hawkins, Smith.
And he's just a trial at 5'8", just to see how he goes. So
Makes it
He
exciting.
looks all right.
he
I've
does.
only
He
seen a
looks
small
good,
amount
yeah.
of him.
Mm.
I do like Yongi. I think he's got something.
Yeah, he's
I think
good.
he's got the keys for Parramatta fullback for a couple of years.
Yeah, definitely.
So there's nothing wrong with him. I like the Titans. I think I don't like to say special, but they're specials, Titans.
Mm.
If you look at the Titans spine, they're all halfbacks.
Yeah, but at least they know the way around, you know, and especially if Tino plays, and you know,
Yeah, he's got to back up. That's right. They need
yeah,
him.
they got Mo Fodawaker, and don't know what the story with Fafita is, if he's still
I reckon
alive
another
or
2 weeks.
he's injured, is he?
Yeah, ankle, yeah.
He chose to
But
be injured.
we've been playing good footy, Para. Like, we pushed the doggies the other week. We're not a
I reckon
pushover,
there's
put it
a
that way.
massive chance.
Yeah.
Damn.
I've got to run and get me charger.
Wow.
That's the best.
I was just going to get onto the super coach. Fully, can you chip in and what do you got for the super coach?
Yeah, this week I'd be getting rid of I'd be getting rid of Kyle Flannagan, sell him
Yep.
what made enough money.
Put in Shane.
Put in Jacob Arthur. I'd also get rid of
Frosty, you got something to do with the super coach or you?
No.
Oh, not you. Oh, I can't read.
Nah.
You guys look the same.
Okay.
Vossi, super coach.
You got to get Bostock.
the cooking.
He's going to make you some good cash. I think his break even's -72. Don't get rid of Kulamatangi because I think he might be just out this week, so don't sell him. And that's about it. It's hard during Origin because just try and get a healthy 17. That's all you want, guys, out there who listen.
It's hard, especially when you haven't done any research.
Righto, riveting stuff there. It's time for joke of the week. This will be great. Who's going to open the batting? Frosty?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually me. So the second one for tonight is two fish are in a tank. One turns to the other and says, "Any idea on how to drive this thing?"
That'd be yours.
Fully
Very
got something
good.
better?
No. While we're scraping the bottom of the barrel, why do women rub their eyes in the morning? Because they don't have balls to scratch.
Boom, boom.
I think I can even beat that.
Good.
I'm not sure. A woman goes to the doctor with a bit of lettuce leaf hanging out of her knickers. And then the doctor's like, "Oh, that's a bit strange." And the woman says, "Well, that's just the tip of the iceberg."
Good delivery, and yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
it's all right.
You're really reclining in your chair there too, aren't you? I can see you just starting to slide down.
My wheelchair.
Uh,
Kick it, Vossi.
Oh, geez. My missus come home the other night and I was blow drying my penis. She said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm heating up your dinner."
You should have started with that.
Oh,
Just come to me.
Literally.
That'll do.
that will do. How are we going with the socials, Fully?
Yeah, like and subscribe. We're up to X amount of viewers now and subscribers, just likers and commenters and all that sort of stuff. What's the phone number, French?
It's on the screen.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know. Up, down. And how's the greyhound going?
Greyhound's in its kennel, fire and ready to go. We're about to. I'll set up a WhatsApp group. I was going to say within the week, but it depends if I can get reception.
Good idea.
But I'll sort that out, and I'll get everyone, get the wheels in motion there, and we'll start getting on our way and getting to
Get
the
a bank account happening.
Yeah. So
Yeah, cool.
so
Oh.
so we're going. So
Well, that's good. We've got a new leading tipper. Macca's Dogs got 7 last week.
Wow,
So
good effort,
he's leading
Macca.
the tips. Belly Surfer second,
It
Amelia
was only
third.
5 games. How does that work? Oh, you would have got the bonus.
I don't think.
Yeah, you get the
I don't
bonus
think I
too.
put that on. So
I don't know how to do the bonus either, but yeah, that'd
if you
have
get
to
5,
be
you
it.
get extra 2 points or something.
if you
have to.
if you get a perfect round, you get an extra 2.
Yeah.
You guys wouldn't
Oh,
know about
righto.
that, would you?
Mm.
Have
I
you
noticed,
ever had a
Paul, you're
perfect
sneaking
round?
up. Fully sneaking up on the table.
Yeah. Well, because I
Nice.
put my tips in every week. I see a couple of you blokes don't do it.
Yeah, I forget.
I've always done it.
Yeah, yeah, we noticed.
Mm. Thanks.
Righto. Well, if you've got nothing else to say,
Yeah.
I think we might call it a day.
What
We're
about our
going to
multi?
multi.
Your animal.
Didn't write that down.
Yeah, right.
I'm just keep sleeping back in my chair.
Mm.
So just on last week's multi, we got it up. Well done. Finally,
Mm.
what round 15, round 16 was it?
Yeah,
We're
it took us 16 weeks.
Mm.
what did we end up getting back? About $180, which is good.
Mm.
That'll probably see us probably 25 minutes into first hour of happy hour, maybe. I don't know. Depends on what cameras are out and about. Yeah. So what do we got this week, boys? I can't even remember what I told you.
Well, you took the wires.
Great.
You
I took the storm.
the storm. Frosty, you have a go because
The Finns, mate, my new team.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
here
Yeah,
we
that's
go.
fair enough.
Yep.
Well, I might take the Tigers with the start.
Oh,
32.5. Wow, that's game.
Yeah. I like the
What
Tigers
start?
with the start. I think that's
What,
the
the
go.
$1.90 start or the Superline start?
What's worth more?
I
I'm
still
gonna
don't know what
risk
the
it for the
Super Line
biscuit.
is.
$1.90.
And what is it?
So-
8.5?
I don't know. I haven't looked. All right. Well, it's just been riveting. Go
Been great.
Queensland. Go the Finns. Hope your team gets flogged, as Fully likes to say. Do you have any final words, Fully?
Yeah, boys, if you're ever in doubt,
Oh, yeah.
don't forget to
Take
give
the
your
two.
sister a kiss.
That's where the president comes in.
Have a good holiday, mate.
Yep.
Cheers, boys.
Don't touch anything I wouldn't touch. Her.
All right, boys.
See you, boys.